Friday night, the Knicks made a defensive stand against the Hornets. Porzingis found his scoring touch as 6 Knicks players would score in double figures in a balanced attack, including big-time plays late in the game by Courtney Lee. He scored 9 of his 16 in the fourth, and timely hooping by Brandon Jennings. And the game-sealing bucket came from Carmelo Anthony. They would nail down the victory in a raucous Madison Square Garden. Now it's on to Atlanta to face a Hawks team the Knicks lost to in the final seconds 2 weeks ago. It's the fourth and final matchup between these two, next on MSG. Live from Atlanta, Georgia, Knick basketball presented by Chase. The Knicks and the Atlanta Hawks for the 4th time this year. Hawks with a 2-1 lead in the season series. Knicks will try to even the score this afternoon, and Brandon Jennings will be running the point for New York for the next few days. Courtney Lee has said that the Knicks are on a playoff push. Let's find out. And everybody gets warmed up a little bit differently. That's Kyle O'Quinn getting some rhythm going as Carmelo Anthony comes into the Phillips Arena. Hi, everybody. Mike Crispino along with Walt Clyde Frazier here this afternoon. Knicks are going to be without Derrick Rose for maybe the entire road trip. 3 games, Clyde. That means Brandon Jennings takes over the playmaking duties, and that's an important job.
Yeah, he's been doing that all season, currently leading the team in dishing with 4 a game, so he's ahead of Rose. We know Jennings acrobatic, charismatic, so once he makes a shot, he can get going. Knicks are hoping he can slice and dice this afternoon, keep the pressure on the Hawks. So wheeling and dealing. He's got the 3-ball in his arsenal as well, so he can become a very provocative player, very exciting player once he gains his confidence and start to move and groove. Last game, this was the shot that secured the victory for the Knicks. Jennings from downtown, dancing and prancing, romancing after the big bucket.
And this has been his best month as a Knick, shooting the basketball over 40% from the field. He had 15 the other night, 6 of 11, 2 threes. They were big, and 9 points in the fourth quarter. Meanwhile, the Atlanta Hawks, great start, 8-9-2. Then they've kind of struggled, been 500 since. They cut ties with Jeff Teague in the offseason. They turned the keys to the franchise over to Dennis Schroeder as the point guard. So far, so good.
Yeah, I like Schroeder's game out of Germany. So very unheralded coming into the league. Diminutive, only 6'1". But shrewd, clever, slick. He's got all the moves, a lot like Jennings, except he's not a southpaw. The running one-hander. He likes to slice and dice in the paint. So he's very creative, averaging about 6 assists with the 17 points. Watch the shaking and baking right here. So able to utilize the glass. And then the last time the Knicks saw him, he was draining and painting them from downtown. A game-winning shot right there. So the Knicks are seeking revenge this afternoon.
As Schroeder, the first meeting at New York, couldn't make a basket, 0 for 8, 1 point. Since then, the next 2 meetings, he scored 55 points and has been a major thorn in their side. Season average 17.5. And Dwight Howard has had 2 excellent games against the Knicks so far this year. 17 points, but 20 rebounds. He is right now the active leader in double-doubles in the NBA with 642. He'll be a load for the Knicks to deal with here this afternoon. The Knicks and the Hawks are coming up. The starting lineup's the opening tip as the Knicks kick off a 3-game roadie here in Atlanta. Knicks basketball next on MSG. Knicks and Hawks still at it. The 4th overtime brought to you by New York Life. With the right guidance, everyone can be good at life. And the Knicks played a 4-overtime game a few years ago. It was 1951 to be exact, against the Rochester Royals. They lost the game 102-92. So 1951.
Yeah, I didn't work that game.
You weren't on that one.
I was here in the playground working on my jumper.
You probably were working on your jump. Maybe you were down at the swimming pool somewhere. 1951, that's 65 years ago. Wow, that's a long time.
Yep. We're breaking into their archives tonight.
We're going to be into tonight. We are into tonight. We started at 3. It's now 6:30.
I'm glad I had a big breakfast.
Yep. You had the pancakes, you had the eggs, you had it all. All right, Lee, Holiday, Kuzminskis, Jennings. And it's one back to Muscala. Schroeder and Jennings match. Jennings playing 50 minutes here in this one. Schroeder 53.
Remember,
Bazemore trying to scoop it up. No good. O'Quinn got the rebound. Next 4-on-3 if they hurry. This is Holiday. Kuzminskis deep in the corner. Airballs it. And a foul called on O'Quinn.
remember Jennings 5 fouls and Lee. Will they survive another OT?
It's 4 on O'Quinn. Knicks still have Hernan Gomez, Baker, Endor, Plumlee on the bench. Vujicic. This is Schroeder. Kicks back to Millsap, doesn't shoot it. Now Schroeder back to Millsap on a pick and roll. Millsap missed it. Batted around, it's off of New York.
Good harassing D by O'Quinn. Millsap was open. O'Quinn able to harass him. He said he was hit on the head. Hawks have it along the baseline.
Millsap's played 57 minutes. Hardaway Jr. 55. And Muscala back to Schroeder. Malcolm Delaney's coming to ball game, the rookie. Little stop and go, off balance, missed it, and the Knicks come up with it. How about next basket wins? Jennings got one. It's a triple.
That's how we started the previous OT with Holiday with the 3 ball.
Jennings with 15 and 11 assists. Schroeder, pick and roll Muscala. He gives it up to Millsap. And here's Delaney into the paint. Back to Bazemore. That's a basket. It's a 3.
That was good rotating D by the Knicks, but a better offense by the Hawks to find Bazemore.
Kuzminskis skips to Holiday. Holiday's jumper. And he buries a 3! Justin Holiday. He's got 5 of them.
That one right in front of the Knick bench, energizing.
Schroeder to the basket. Kicks to Millsap. Outside to Muscala. Bazemore for 3. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. 2 each in the 4th overtime.
Yeah, previously the left side, this time the right side for Bazemore. We're going to start calling him Blazemore.
Jennings, another one! Jennings now! 5 threes in the 4th overtime. This is Schroeder. Kicks to Millsap. Tried to shoot it. No, back to Schroeder. You going to try a 3? Step back 3. No. And O'Quinn dives for it. Down he goes. And a timeout called by Jeff Hornacek, and that was a timely timeout.
Yeah, 3 balls falling like rain now. So Jennings and Holiday and Blazemore erupting from downtown.
A 20-second timeout. This thing has been as tight as you could see, and we're into a 4th overtime. The first time since 1951 the Knicks have played in one of these.
Look at Jennings dancing along the sideline. Schroeder misfiring. And there's O'Quinn. Quick thinking to give the Knicks this possession.
Boy, he must have been calling timeout on the way down. Look at all these Knicks fans. They flew in from New York to watch the game today. I know where they'll be after the game. Coming down here looking for pictures with you, Clyde.
No, they've been very vociferous.
Let me tell you something you don't let.
In case you were wondering, the most overtimes in NBA history was 6. We're still a ways away.
We stay together. We survive. We must make a stand here and now.
Holiday and Jennings in the backcourt. Kuzminskis, O'Quinn.
How many was that college game that time?
6 at the Garden. Syracuse and Connecticut.
Yeah.
Fabulous game. I think that was won by Syracuse, I think. All right, here's Jennings. They're going to double him. He's being pushed around by Bazemore. He drives inside, deals to O'Quinn. Up fake, layup. No, he missed. Millsap got it. Hardaway fumbles. He wanted to shoot a 3. Gets back to Delaney.
Too hot to try. Couldn't come up with the handle, Hardaway.
Millsap with Leon. Trying to overpower Lee. Drives to his left. Pushes off. Fades away. It's short. And the rebound, Kuz. And the Knicks have the ball under 2 minutes to go with a 3-point advantage.
Millsap has to be tired all the minutes he's long.
Knicks with Jennings on the run to the basket. Kicks to Kuz for 3. Missed another one. Kuzminskis 1 for 7. This is Bazemore. Attacks Lee on a step through and he lays it in. Now it's a 1-point game.
Bazemore providing the offense now. Previously the 3 balls, this time swooping and hooping.
18 threes by the Knicks in this game. Jennings being pounded by Bazemore. Tries to drive by Bazemore all the way to the basket, scoops it up, no. Batted around, and a loose ball foul against New York.
O'Quinn again over the back. Muscala doing a good job blocking out.
This is just the 11th 4-overtime game in NBA history. That's 5 on O'Quinn. Knicks by 1. Minute 23 remaining. Mike Crispino, Walt Frazier. Here's Delaney.
Bazemore providing the offense, though. He's the guy.
Millsap skips inside over O'Quinn, and he misses the shot, but he gets the call.
O'Quinn is gone. Another Knick has bite the dust.
And so now Millsap tries to give Atlanta the lead back.
That's his 6th.
Another Knick fouls out. What's the record for Knicks fouling out? We're close to that, I would imagine.
4 men have been eliminated by fouls, and Hernan Gomez now comes in. He's played 2 minutes in this game. He comes into the 4th overtime in a 1-point ball game. That's got to be tough. So the rookie in. Knicks have 2 rookies in the lineup with Holiday and Jennings, and Millsap ties it. Millsap, 60 minutes, Clyde, on the floor. That's 60 playing minutes.
And he hasn't been resting at all. With 35 and 18 rebounds, 7 assists.
He missed it, and he takes the ball out of the hands of Holiday, and they call it jump ball.
And again, the Hawks had chances to get the lead from the line, and they misfire. Good hustle by Millsap to tie up Holiday. Holiday 6'6", Millsap 6'8", will jump.
21 ties in this ball game. How many times has Millsap gone to the offensive glass in this game and come away with the ball? Holiday tips it to Lee. Knicks have a couple of timeouts. Knick backcourt of Lee and Jennings have been on the floor for over 50 minutes each. This is Jennings. By Bazemore, looking to double him. Fires cross-court skip to Kuzminskis. Kuz inside, kicks it outside to Jennings, has to fire at the buzzer. It's an air ball. 45 seconds left in the ball game, and the Knicks don't get a good shot.
Inexplicable.
$139 apiece. Hardaway has been on the floor 57 minutes. Carmelo fouled out in one of the overtime periods. He had 45 minutes in 45 points in 46 minutes. So Delaney's in. Schroeder's not in right now. The rookie Delaney cuts to his right. Stop and go move, carried the ball, fires in the corner. This is Hardaway over Hernan Gomez, no good. Millsap, another offensive rebound. He walked, and he puts it in. And a timeout called.
Millsap just trying to wheel his way to a victory, just ignoring the Knicks hustling and muscling on them. They have not had an answer for him in the paint.
Knicks trail by 3.
Watch Millsap like a man possessed. See, Hernan Gomez has inside position. Millsap would not be denied. Gets the rebound, swoops and hoops. So, but
37 for Millsap.
And the Hawks are right back where they started. Do you foul the guy? Do you give this? So let's see what happens this time.
So the Knicks are down 2. 27.4 left. 24 seconds, of course, on the shot clock. Millsap's career high 46. He's a ways away from that. So the last man in an NBA game to play 61 minutes was back in 2001. Jalen Rose did that. Millsap is at that point right now. The Knicks are down to 40% shooting. Atlanta just over 43. After the timeout, they come out with Jennings, Lee, Hernan Gomez, Kuzminskas, Holiday. Justin Holiday with 15 points. All 5 of his baskets were threes.
And they'll need one now. I think they'll try to get Holiday open to get that 3-ball up.
So they're going to full court press, and they get it into Jennings. With 4 men who have fouled out, 2 others with 5 fouls, and now they have the ball. Final 20 seconds of the 4th overtime.
The Hawks have a foul to give.
Being doubled, and it's deflected off Atlanta, no? He threw it away. The Hawks will inbound the ball with 14.6 left, and they want a timeout.
And that's an aberration there. The Knicks usually execute well after a timeout. Discombobulated this time. And that puts them in dire straits. Obviously, you have to foul.
And a 2-point game, the 4th overtime. First one in Knicks history since 1951. And they lost to the Rochester Royals, 102-92. So Atlanta decided to double team Lee that time, Clyde, and it worked.
Yeah, because where they had him right at the timeline, he had nowhere to go. Pass was high and awry. See where they have him? Right at the timeline, sideline, and an errant pass. No one coming to help.
Lee on the night, 53 minutes, 17 points, 8 rebounds. He's got 5 fouls. And after the game, don't forget Bill Pito, Alan Hahn, Wally Zerbiak. For highlights, player reaction, more on the Ford Knicks postgame show next. MSG, they've probably been to the espresso machine, Clyde, about 4 times. That bunch.
Yeah.
So Atlanta, 14.6 left in the 4th overtime and leading by 2. Career high minutes by Jennings in this one. And Lee is right at his career high, 53 minutes. All right, Dunkley did inbound the ball. And gets it into Schroeder, who's back in the game.
What are the Knicks waiting for? They got a foul.
And they do grab hold of him.
Well, they were trying to go for the steal first, but valuable time ticking away.
So it'll be Schroeder going to the line. He's played 54 minutes.
He's been erratic from the line. 3 for 5.
15 assists. Good free throw shooter overall. And now it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, he's had a chance to make it a 4-point game previously, Schroeder, but misfired. That's when Lee made it to send it into the OT. Let's see if he can finish the Knicks off this time.
There's going to be some ice baths after this one.
Oh, yeah.
5 men in the game have played over 50 minutes.
I might have to stand on my head after this game to get reoriented.
Schroeder. Oh, missed it.
He does it again.
They get the rebound, they do, and they get a timeout call. 7.8 left in a 3-point game.
Schroeder does it again. But I bet you this time the Hawks foul, Mike. I bet they don't allow the Knicks to get up for 3-ball this time.
You got to believe they will, but, you know, in the previous overtime, Lee got open, and Millsap couldn't get to him, and he made the 3.
That's why I think now, as soon as the Knicks inbound the ball, they're going to foul him.
Schroeder's had 2 chances to really salt this thing away with making a 2-possession game in the overtime periods, but he hasn't done it. He's missed the second free throw.
Yep. It's been that type of afternoon well into the evening now for this game. See Lee, a good double team. Well, this is where Lee tied the game. Yeah, when the Hawks did not give the foul. And now Lee could be the culprit with that errant pass at a key moment.
All right, so the Knicks are going to inbound to our left next to the Atlanta bench. They got Baker to inbound the ball. Holiday, Hernan, Gomez, Lee, along with Jennings. And Baker, a couple of fakes, now gives to Lee. Cuts inside, puts up a three off balance, no good. Rebounded by Lee, gets another chance, puts it up at the buzzer. No good.
Ooh.
And that ends this one. A marathon. And Courtney Lee had two chances to send us to a fifth overtime, and somehow Atlanta survives.
That second one looked good, like it was straight on the money. Too hard off the rim.
So many things could have gone New York's way and ended this thing. A shot here, a foul call there, a whistle, anything. And Atlanta wins it. 142 to 139.
Let's take a look. And watch Lee get the ball right back. He's going to fake and be wide open. Oh.
Off the back rim to end the game. And Courtney Lee, that is a bitter finish to a game that he played very well in.
Cephalosa didn't play, nor, of course, Frenchman talking it over.
Noah fouled out. Carmelo fouled out. Porzingis fouled out.
This has only happened 11 times
So,
in NBA history.
one of 11 four-overtime games in NBA history ends up with the Atlanta Hawks winning. As Porzingis fouled out and Howard did too. Carmelo had 45. Jennings had 18 and 11 assists. Millsap was huge for Atlanta. And they had the final say in this one. Tuesday night, it's the Knicks and the Wizards on MSG. Live coverage at 6:30. Stay tuned for a recap of tonight's game on the Knicks postgame show. That's coming up next. For Rebecca Harlow and Walt Klein Frazier, I'm Mike Crispino. Thanks for joining us. A marathon in Atlanta, and the Hawks have the final word, 142 to 139.